Hi everybody, this is Judy at Judy in the Kitchen. If you are looking for some quick tips and ideas to do with tomatoes, hopefully this list will help you out. First of all, add tomatoes to beans and vegetable soups for a classic, well-rounded flavor. You'll find that tomatoes really do blend well with all sorts of beans and with vegetable soup in particular. For a classic tomato salad, top some fresh sliced tomatoes with some sliced or diced red onion and a sprinkling of basil. Throw a little bit of shredded mozzarella cheese on there, and if you really want to dress it up, add a drizzle of some cold-pressed olive oil. You can make an easy salsa with some chopped tomatoes, onions, and chili peppers. Add a little cilantro for a citrusy flavor, and there you go. You can make a cold gazpacho soup by blending some tomatoes with cucumbers, bell peppers, scallions, garlic, vinegar, and a little salt and pepper to taste. How about adding tomato slices to salads and sandwiches for a juicy, sweet, flavorful addition? Next time you fire up the grill, cut some tomatoes in half and grill them for a nice addition to your other foods that you are grilling. How about enjoying some stuffed roasted tomatoes by cutting large tomatoes in half, remove the seeds, stuff them with a mixture of cooked rice and vegetables of your choice, and then roast them in the oven until they're heated through. Enjoy, that's an easy, delicious meal. Why not try topping a toasted baguette with a mixture of chopped tomatoes, fresh basil, balsamic vinegar, olive oil, and a little red onion. Now, if your tomato dish or sauce or soup comes out a little bit too acidic, just add a little bit of sugar to it, up to a teaspoon, depending upon how large your recipe is. And I mean that teaspoon will go for a large pot, so it doesn't take much sugar. But that will help to cut the acidity in there and bring out the natural sweetness flavor of the tomatoes. It really works wonders. Are you wondering what to do with extra tomato paste when you open a can? You only need a tablespoon or two and you've got all this extra. Portion it into ice cube trays in 1 tablespoon increments is really excellent because some recipes will call for 2 tablespoons. Place that in the freezer. Once they're frozen, crack them out of the ice cube tray, put them in a plastic bag, a freezer bag, or a freezer container of your choice. Pop them back in the freezer, and then when you need a tablespoon of tomato paste, you can take out 1 cube at a time and return the rest to the freezer, and they'll keep for you. So this is an excellent way to not waste that tomato paste. A great hint here is to never cook tomatoes in an aluminum pot, because the acid in the tomatoes will react with the aluminum. It'll leach some of the aluminum into the food that you're cooking, which can alter the flavor and not be a good thing. It can also cause the cookware to pit and discolor some. So you don't want to use aluminum cookware when you're cooking anything with tomatoes in it. Do you need some stewed tomatoes and you don't have any and you don't want to run out to the grocery store to get them? Easy. You can make your own by combining 2 cups of diced tomatoes that have the skin removed first, or you can take 1 14.5-ounce can of diced tomatoes, really easy, and blend them, or just add to them 3 tablespoons of finely chopped celery, 2 tablespoons of finely chopped onion, 1 tablespoon of finely chopped green bell pepper, half of a teaspoon of sugar, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. And use that in any dish that calls for stewed tomatoes. There you go. Are you having trouble slicing tomatoes without smashing them down? Well, chances are you're using the wrong type of a knife. If you use a straight edge knife, it may not break through that skin very easily, and it may cause them to kind of smash down and release their juices quite a bit before you can actually slice it. So you don't want to do that. The best way to slice tomatoes is to use a serrated knife that cuts through the skin easily. It will not squash them, and the juices will mostly remain intact, so you'll have a nice slice of tomato when you're finished. I do hope these tips and tricks help you out. This is Judi at Judi in the Kitchen. Bye for now.